We packed up and rolled out Monday morning, minus one rider who never made it back on his motorcycle. You know, Gary was shooting video all the way from Texas, and I'm going to share a little bit of his video and some story from his perspective. Maybe you'll go over to his YouTube channel and check out his whole story.
Well, here we are into the last day of HangCon 2022. Been having a great time, met some great people, learned a lot of good information about hammock camping. As you can see, that's the new hammock. It's a Lawson Blue Ridge lay flat, and it works pretty well. Although I have found another one that I want really bad. But we're going to be packing up tomorrow and heading back towards Panama City, where we'll probably spend the night and then head back toward central part of Alabama for another night, and then I'll pack up early, probably Wednesday morning, and head back to the old Tejas.
By the time we rolled out that morning, Monday morning, most people had already left the campground.
You didn't get you any coffee?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. I got some.
Sadly, one of our riders, Carl, had developed some inflammation in his wrist, looks like carpal tunnel, in both of his wrists, and made the wise choice to load his motorcycle up in a moving van and drive back to Alabama, which I think was probably the wise choice as far as pain-wise and safety-wise. But it was a beautiful day riding back. First leg back up north of Panama City, and probably an hour and a half into the trip, I started getting really sleepy, and my eyes were really tired, so I pulled off for a little bit of shut-eye, just a few minutes to get me back on track. It was kind of frightening because I felt like I was dozing off while I was riding, which I don't know if it was just the sunlight hitting me in the face or lack of sleep, but it was scary enough for me to pull over just to be on the safe side. But shortly after this, I think it was 15-20 minutes just laying down, got me back into shape. Appreciate everybody hanging out and waiting for me. Nobody else I noticed laid down with me, so but it wasn't too long till we got to the coast and we could ride a little bit. This is just south of Apalachicola. It's very beautiful. I've only been down here a couple of times, and it's just kind of it's dramatic riding down this section of beach. And Gary actually pointed out the tall pines with the light coming through them is a bit hypnotic. I would imagine somebody that had seizures might even have a problem having the shadows just flip. This is not a good section to point it out, but it's really like a flashing lights, and I think that can cause people with seizures some issues. But yeah, maybe it's just light being in our eyes. It's a little bit hypnotic. Get you offset there, but still beautiful day. Sun's going down here. We're probably 45 minutes an hour from the place in Ebro. Camped there overnight and headed out the next morning. Again, cold but beautiful, and we made it all up to just outside of Montgomery before we turned everybody loose.
Well, I gotta tell you, y'all did very well, and I don't know too many people that ride this time of year, so y'all went all the way down there, all the way back. I heard a little bit of complaining, but you know, you got cold feet, you got cold hands, it's hard not to complain about it. So
Cold hands, that's a mildly problem.
yeah.
The more you ride, the more you just get used to it.
Right.
It's just riding in January. That's all it is.
I mean, I was thinking on the way up here, it's like, you know, usually a woman that rides long distances, she's usually the weak link. And you're tougher than half the guys I ride with. You know, they're all like, how much further? So yeah.
She beat Carl. She
Well,
rode
Carl
both ways.
broke. We broke Carl. Yeah, we gotta be fair. We broke Carl.
We
so.
broke him.
We feel bad. We kicked him out of the boat.
He
but-
may never get on a bike again.
Broken man.
if he thinks about it, both of his hands will start tingling and be going, no, I don't think I can.
I sure would like to ride, but man, it hurts.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Mine's
so
when we stay up all night and then we ride the next day. It's
Yeah.
really hard to stay awake.
So, what's our lessons from this trip? Anybody have any profound anything?
Know how to put a freaking hammock together.
Get a hammock. And
Except for that one meltdown, I had a great time. I had a major meltdown, malfunction, but I'm over it,
go.
and
Okay, good.
I had a great time. I just wish Carl could have made it back with us. It'd been, you start 5, you finish 5. It'd been nice.
Could have been a whole lot worse. Could have been a broken bike and a
Yeah,
really
yeah,
broken.
could have
you
been.
know,
So.
had to call in the whatever. Yeah, nobody went in the ditch. That's.
Oh, the
always
other thing
excited
I've
about
learned
that.
is not to ride behind Don at night. So I won't do that again.
Not close. Not close. Yeah.
He can still see your lights in the back.
There was a time that he was like, "Don't go toward the light. Don't go toward the light."
Yeah, talking about melting down, I've done almost all the melting down on this truck. Mostly it's just, my panties got up my crack. I don't know what it was. Yeah.
I hadn't noticed that from anybody. I mean, this is it's hard to believe. 3 different groups of people meet up,
That have
haven't
never
even
ridden
known
together.
each other, and we go and have a great time, and nobody's griping. You know,
That was
And
one-
Y'all were really short
And we
changed
didn't leave
because
anybody.
y'all didn't know anybody. At least I know this guy and the other guy. So
Yeah.
It was great having never ridden together. Everybody just kind of like knew what everybody was going to do, and it's like once you did the drive briefing, it's like, okay, here's what we're going to do, and it's like, okay, fine. Everybody just cool. No
yeah,
dramas.
Surprisingly, it's just you guys ride motorcycles instead of like most of the other people that have motorcycles and don't ride them. It's much easier if you ride and you understand, what the heck to do, and you're not a big sissy.
Yeah, we rode with some crazy people that don't want to ride under 70, and we rode with large groups, and staying with large groups is really hard,
Yeah.
difficult, and I'll say once, if you can do that, you can adapt to about anybody, and I enjoy it, but I don't know, it's also the most dangerous when you start getting more than 35 bikes and you're trying to go somewhere.
Well,
It's
we'll have to
extremely tough.
we'll have to see how many we can get to go to Helen, Georgia, in April.
What you got? What did you learn?
She learned-
If you just shake your head and walk off, you don't have to be on camera.
You got
it.
She
did learn how to
that
talk.
if your heated grips break, you need some great gloves.
Yeah,
Heated gloves. You ever thought about that?
too bulky.
I thought she learned how to talk on the
Now she's done better. She's kind of come out of her shell a little bit.
first
These
24
days-
hours was like, yeah, I'm not sure she's gonna say anything.
I think the top video is you doing this. That's the thumbnail. It's you on the beach doing this.
Yeah.
I think I got like 800 views on that. So
That's good. Good.
who knows what it's going to be in the future?
Yeah, be great.
Hey, if it's a warmer environment, maybe we can be
Go
in
to the
something
beach.
look a little better than like 5 layers of.
Oompa Loompa.
That's your gig. You don't have to talk. You just dance. Break it down for us. Show us how to do it. Anything else?
That's it.
Had a great time. Thank you.
Good. Glad you
Lot of fun.
I think that's what I was trying to say when I turned the camera on. Is like I really enjoyed riding with y'all. I wish y'all would come back with me the next time I go, or I can go with you guys. But Helen, I guess, is probably going to be the next one, maybe.
Hey, if he can't make it, come on by. We'll
Right.
put you up for the night. We'll go.
Yeah, I'm sure you would be much more comfortable right there. Whatever that is, even if they throw you out in the garage.
Sleeping on the floor of the Magic Bus is nice. It's just an experience that everyone should try one time.
I didn't step on you once, did I?
That was my biggest fear.
See?
Don's gonna forget that I'm in the deal and go, I go to the bathroom.
Oh! sorry. 300-pound moto jack.
Yeah.
It was a bit sad breaking the team apart. These guys had to go directly north, so they just jumped on the interstate. We had a little bit further west to go before we started heading north. So we split up here right at the interstate exit. And shortly after these guys got on the road, we hopped on the bikes, and Gary and I rolled up to West Alabama. And Gary overnighted with me once again. So even though we didn't book through Bunka Biker, I actually hosted a biker. I never thought I would do that in my bus, because there's really no room in there for. There's room in there for maybe 2 or 3 people sitting, but yeah, dudes. I got one bed and not really any other place other than the floor to sleep on. But it was great having Gary. He's he could put up with a lot, even sleeping on the floor of my bus. But yeah, it was a nice ride back. Still a little bit brisk, but the entire adventure was just kind of something that is going to stand out for a while, and I'm glad I captured it. And I'm really glad that other people shot video. I got video from Gary and Carl and Mike, who gave me some of his drone footage because I left my drone.
Would you stay here 3 days?
Monday, Tuesday, we left Wednesday. Yeah,
3 days.
3 days.
And I didn't resort to cannibalism or
No.
rape or anything like that.
It was
And
great.
neither did you.
No, neither one of us went crazy. It's the Magic Moto Bus. That's what I'm going to call it, the Magic Moto Bus. Thanks for all the tips. If I have a question, I'll send you a message. Everybody.
I'm really hoping to see these folks again in April for the rally in Georgia, in Helen, Georgia, and I hope we can do the same thing, relatively similar. Hop on our motorcycles and ride one state over, and enjoy some time in the woods, talking about motorcycles and camping in the woods, hanging from hammocks. And I hope you got something out of this series. If you haven't watched the whole series, I'll leave a link to the playlist at the end here. And I've got lots of other interviews and things. Hopefully I've finished them all by the time you're watching this. But if not, I'll leave some links down below so you can make some sense out of the things that you've watched and that you haven't. Hopefully you'll see some more videos pretty soon. I've got some funny stuff I'm working on. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you know when those videos come out. And I'll see you next time.